Hello, hello, hello. Oh, and it's going to rain. Of course it is. Welcome to a rainy intro for the next video of Crystal Point Guild Season 4. And this is Episode 3. Welcome in. All right, so today, guys, we're going to make this kind of a building video. Yeah, that's the ticket. We need some things, okay? First of all, we need a factory. We need some moss farms because I'm going to sell moss. Yes. And, well, if you don't know, 26.2 allows you to put stone onto a stone cutter and get cobble. Well, I'm still going to build my tri-generator, the one that makes cobblestone, stone, or basalt, depending on the way you activate it. And with this lovely pick right here, I won't need a beacon to rip through it. It will be awesome. So I'm trying to decide which order we're going to do. First of all, let me show you this. I have dug out the area. Okay, the area is dug for the generator. My thought process is we're simply going to put it right back here at the end of the hall. This will be a 3 wide deep section. You'll be able to come in here, activate what you want, and boop, 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 boop. Just Bob's your uncle, and suddenly you have either cobblestone, stone, or basalt. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And of course, over here we have a completed netherwort farm. We don't need a lot. This is more than enough for marching and my needs. It's good to go. Over here we have a fully functional sulfur farm and dripstone farm. I'm going to tell you right now, these are the slowest farms in the world, but they are starting to produce. So we're good to go there. And yes, if you saw my inventory, yes, I have a shulker almost full of emeralds. One with quite a few blocks of iron and all the things. And speaking of, there's marching. And we're going to do some things. So I've done that, and I'm going to show you something, and then we're going to do this. Okay, so first I'm going to come up here and show you that I've gone ahead and built the factory. Trying to get a good angle on it. This is the factory where I'm going to put everything. I forgot to hit record while I constructed the building. I apologize. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to build the interior of this. So we're going to do basically 3 time lapses this video. One for the moss farms, one for building the stone cobble basalt generator, our tri generator. We'll try to call it haha. Anyone else ever had that where your tongue just trips right over your digital mouth? It works. But we're gonna call it the tri-gen. So we're gonna build that. That's gonna be a time lapse. We're gonna build this lovely. We're gonna put both moss farms in there because the other thing we're gonna build is a moss shop over at the shopping district. Yes. Like I said, building video, guys, building video. Real quick, one last thing I want to show you real fast is Marching has built a beautiful fountain over here with the new mechanic of the sulfur and everything else. The middle one stays on, but as you can see, the others, they just kind of pop now and then, which is really cool. I love it. It's awesome. Can we sleep this rain away, please? Oh, we can. Isn't that awesome? And in case you hadn't noticed, I am running a new resource pack that added to, better animations and all that stuff. Bum, 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 allows me to walk and run. Is so very cool. Which is why when I lay down, you could see through my visor, which is actually really kind of cool. All right, I think first of all, we're going to start with, we're going to do this. We are going to, first time lapse of the video is to build that generator. So without further ado, activate lightning mode. And just like that, we have a tri generator. I would have run in slow mode, but I have built this thing on stream so many times, it's insane. So we did lightning mode. Let's check it out, shall we? Okay, so basically it's really simple. I still got to finish doing some decorating. We'll get to that. I'm gonna put probably a stair right there, and then go up with the wall and do the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I need some more polished deep slate. I ran out. It's really simple. If you haven't seen this before, well, it's really simple. Once I got it all built, basically, if I flip this mode on, it sticks that out, and then I hit the button, it will make stone. Okay. Right now, if I was to turn it on, it would be cobblestone. This side is the basalt, or otherwise known as the bath salts, thanks to a particular Hermitcraft member, Scar. So yeah, flip that on, it drops the blue ice down, and yes, it does have to be blue ice if you don't know. And ta-da, it will make all of the bath salts. In fact, with this one, I'll get a run here. Turn it on, and ta-da, just like that, it'll make all of the bath salts. It's a little free cam, make sure it went all the way down. Like I said, with this pick, I don't need a beacon. It'll do all of it for me without a beacon, and I can just stand here and do the thing. Of course, I've kind of gotten it off. That's a little better. But yeah, if I just stand here, hold the button down, and just like that. Like I said, it works. It's awesome. Wait, hold on. One note, by the way. The guy that created this, he made it years ago. I've had to make an adaptation to bring it up into this version of Minecraft. And that adaptation is this trapdoor. Now, if you noticed in the time lapse, I put the center part together, and then the minecart decided to go wee when I took down the deep slate. It wasn't that I forgot the trapdoor, guys. It was simply a matter of I thought I could break the block and then put the trapdoor on, because I've been able to do that in the past. This time it didn't. So I did a quick pause while I tore it all out and set it back up again, this time with the trapdoor. And then we went from there. That's the only bit you missed, I promise. Yeah, this one activates stone mode. One warning. If you find this, don't ever have both of these on at the same time when you turn it on, or you will screw it up. You'll have to tear it down and start over. And no, I did not just almost do it. That was I looked over and to turn it off, and remembered I was going to give you guys that warning. But like I said, I don't with the crystal pick, I don't need the beacon. It'll just tear through anyway. So yeah. And you know, the guy that does the video, he makes the comment. He's like, why would you even need a cobble generator? Well, yeah, and like he says, people can be lazy. It happens. I would put a light in there, but there's no need. So right now it's in cobble mode because both are turned off. So if I flip it on, just to demonstrate, I know I've demonstrated in videos past, but I'm demonstrating again for anyone that's not seen it. And it does cobble. And again, normally you can't speed run cobble even with a beacon. This pick will do it. Crystal point, crystal point, crystal point. So yeah, it's really simple. And yeah, it reaches the point. It's like, why would you need a cobble generator? You just take a fortune pick. These days, with 26.2, a fortune pick is really just for breaking down ores. About all you need it for. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't know how I'm doing it, so we're gonna move on to the next part of this building video over here, because we need our moss generators. So without further ado, lightning mode number 2. Alrighty, welcome back from time lapse number 2, and let's me show you what it was we built. I built them in tandem. I was like, you know what, we're gonna do them both together. Let's go. We have 2 beautiful moss farms. Now, obviously, there's gonna be more in here, but for now, I wanted the moss farms because I do want to sell moss. This is my pale moss side all set up. I've already run it a little bit just to show you, but so I built it. And then I let it run while I ran a couple of errands. Here's my green side. Okay, my errand took maybe 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes tops while I let this thing run. And let me explain something before I show you what's in those chests. This side here is the auto feed, which means anything that falls into these 3 hoppers is going down into composters to resupply all of the bone meal needed to run this thing. I have already checked it. I wanted to make sure it was building up, and it is. I started this with just a stack of bone meal spread across the 9 slots. When I checked it, it was already at a stack and a half. So it is adding to itself as it's using it. Excuse me. These 4 go into the chest. And like I said, ran it for 30 minutes while I ran to the store. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. And you know what? It's even starting to build up top. Not any others because these aren't full, but this one is. And I've been taking the wheat seeds out and just kind of running them back through the composter. And I ran them both. I literally parked my butt standing right here in the middle, and I ran them both while I was gone. Hello. Hello. Hello again. And hello some more. And yeah, these things are insane in the membrane. Do a quick sort. I'm going to grab all the seeds really fast. And we're going to feed them back in to the composter. Okay. And I flipped the design. So the guy, all right, again, this is a tutorial. Before I post the video, I'll go look it back up so I can you know, boop, put it up there for you guys. If you want to go build it, it's a very simple generator. This is version number 2. The version number 1, the wiring was more complex. He came back and made it simpler. And what I did was I mirrored it. So yes, this can be mirrored, guys. This can be flipped. This is the method he shows, where you turn this on and it activates, and the whole stone generator in the back does the thing. Maybe in the flashback you saw me digging out the stone brick and replacing it. Well, I mean, duh, it has to be, because it has to be stone or grass. It can't be stone brick. I did the same thing over here. One thing I added, and I know I've shown this off in previous videos, but if you haven't seen it, one thing I added was this row of stairs. It lets the chest still be open, but it keeps stuff from flowing past the hoppers. And yeah, I flipped it. So the activator is on this side. So you can build it in either direction. You don't have to follow me exactly. But, you know, all the credit to the guy. And like I said, there will be a link down below if you want to go check out the tutorial of it on building this. And there will be a link for the try generator. I have made 2 comments in the guy's vid. The first one, I actually got a like from him. I said, you know, with the redstone changes and the way minecart changes that they've done, and this was a couple of versions ago, that trapdoor I added is a necessity. It keeps the minecarts from doing what they did, what you saw them do when I took away the piece of polished deep slate. So yeah, that trapdoor is a necessity if you build that, guys. It will keep the minecarts from being stupid. I added a secondary comment that even in 26.2, it kind of, with the stone and deep slate being able to go onto a stone cutter and make the cobble version, it kind of makes it the cobble generator part of it not necessary. But then again, you might be just lazy enough you don't want to have to use a stone generator. Uh-oh. Somebody got away. Okay, so we are in the middle of running an event. Before we go do the store, we're in the middle of an event right now where crystal points, which is what we need to collect to create our tools and our armor and all these things, they have been doubled. So yesterday, in the midst of recording all this, Marching and I and Fish joined us for a bit. We went and, well, I can show you on the map. Here's our area, which we're working on. These mountains all right here all have ancient cities under them. I am not kidding. 7 cities in a few hours that we cleared and collected crystal points. Oh, it's a little OP. But one of the things Marching did for the achievement was to hatch her happy gas, and apparently hers has broken the lead. I don't know if the lead is still here, or if it went, or if it's already despawned. It looks like it may have despawned already. So yeah, we both have them. I believe this is mine. It's hard to tell at the moment. Hey, dude, come here. I'm trying to see your name. Because hers isn't named, mine is. At least so far. I don't know if she's named it. Hey, come here. I don't have any snowballs. Sorry. Hi. Oh, there we go. I landed on hers, I think. All right. I'm not seeing a name. Oh, there's mine. Nimbus Gasly. Yes. So yeah, hers has managed to escape. We're gonna need another lead, possibly another location to pin it to. All right, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so we did that. We've been collecting those. I don't have anything on. Let me show you. I'm keeping these seeds, by the way. You're like, but you pulled them out today. I know. I said I was doing that, but we also are gonna need a wheat farm because I want a lot of packed mud. So let me put these away real quick, like boop. There we go. By the way, that's inventory profiles next. If you want to know that how I do that. Let me go in the workshop. We're gonna get Renite and I'll show you guys what we're doing, and then we'll head over and build the moss store because I do want to sell moss. I've been trying to think of a design for it, but this loveliness all here is crazy. So we got a total swiftness. Basically, when I'm holding it, as you can see, plus 40% speed. It's insane. You run faster. It's all there is to it. Magic mirror. This is really cool. So my spawn point is right here. If I had the mirror in my hand and I hold the right click for just a few seconds, it'll act like I died, and without actually killing me, obviously. But it teleports me back to my bed. That's all it does. I was over at Cat's base yesterday holding the mirror, and I did it, and we were voice chatting. Cat's like, "Wait, where did you just go?" And I said, "Oh, I got the magic mirror." She's like, "I'm gonna need one of those." I was like, one real quick. So let me bring out the rest of my shattered gear. I'm going to put these away as well. So I have named this shattered gear because it comes out of what's being called the shatter vault. So far I've gotten a crab claw, which means I can now have 3 blocks distant interaction range. I've gotten reinforced deep slate, yes, which means I can build with that. I've gotten bedrock. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but I've got it. I had gotten 3 magnets. I traded one for light essence, which is really kind of cool. Create an invisible light source, which is really kind of cool. So you sneak, right click in the air, and it changes the light level. So that might be something I do in a room where I don't want to install lights. I don't know. I might actually use it. 2 gust gauntlets, as you can see, knockback 10. Basically, they don't do damage, but you can run up to somebody, punch them, and they will get knocked very far. And I even got 12 end portal frames. Now, so did marching. So we're going to be able to put in an end portal in our base without having to run to the one that I built. But like I said, this is a build stream, so I am going to stop and ask a stack of budding amethyst. And this, if I tag a mob with this, it will be invulnerable. Yes. I actually do have a couple of cats I've collected that have specific names on them. I mentioned that in the last video, and I've shown it on stream a couple times. So I'm going to be using 2 of those on those cats so that Toothless and Wednesday can't be murdificated this season. That's going to be a thing. So yeah, let me show you a thing. Let me empty my pocket. Well, I'll empty my pockets in a bit. We're going to head to the shopping district. On the way, I'm going to show you what I built for the server for the dragon fight, and I just went way past where I need to go. By the way, as you can see, this is Marching's horse, Cookie, because it is a cream horse. Well, she says it's a cream horse. It looks brown to me, but okay. Anyway, she's got the fancy armor that makes it invulnerable. Well, seriously, you can't even hit it now. It can't fall to its death or nothing. But then she also got the shattered saddle that, oh, you know what? I know she won't mind. I'm going to demonstrate. Ready, set. Speedy horse. Seriously, speedy horse. And it's invulnerable, so it can't die. I want one of these saddles. I have not had the luck of getting one for myself yet. Stormlight, you will have one of those saddles, I promise. You will also have the armor once I get more crystal points. All right. now that we've demonstrated that, we're gonna go to spawn, but we're gonna make a pit stop because again, I want to show you something. And I don't think I showed it in the last video. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. If I did, I apologize because I just don't remember. I'm excited about it. I showed it off when we went and did the dragon last weekend. Oh, got a lot of good compliments from my fellow Crystal Point members. So I was happy with the way it came out. There it is. I knew it was in this general direction. Yes. In here. Oh, yeah. There's more rockets. I don't need them. I've got a lot. Oh, they're running low. You know what? I'm just gonna top off and yep, there we go. So I built an end portal room, and again, if I showed it before, I apologize. I did not take the time to go back and look, double check. This is what I built. Now this stronghold is right above bedrock. I joke you not. And I went for the mirrored effect. The whole point is I built the whole room to look like it was just positioned over a mirror, and everything below was the mirrored effect of what's above. You know, the only thing I couldn't do, and I probably still can't because it probably will set wrong anyway, so I'm not going to try, is put the actual end portal frame down here. I'm going to talk to Fish. Maybe he can do it. I even did the portal. It's just amethyst blocks and purple glass. I'll freely admit that. But yeah, I mean, this is the idea. You walk out onto this platform and do the thing. We even have the bed for resetting spawn. Anyways, I just wanted to show that off real fast. We're going to head to shopping district real quick. We're going to pick an area, and then it will be time for time-lapse number 3. Shopping district, where are you? That is spawn. That is something else. That is the villager trading hall. That is the shopping district. And the shopping district is actually in a cherry wood biome, which is very cool. Margie was put in charge of it. Kat, myself, and a couple other people came over to help. Oh, there's a guy here. What's he selling? What's he selling? What's he selling?
I'm pretty cool.
Jungle and spruce. Oh, I may take advantage of that. I mean, as long as nobody's here, he won't despawn. So I might do a thing on that. I put this in for my fellow CPG members. If you don't know what this is, basically it's 4 dispensers with a pressure plate. We've got wind charges. Oh, it's been used because there was like 9. Yeah, there were 9 in each, and there's only 2 in each. So it's got 2 more uses. You drop onto that pressure plate, all 4 fire a wind charge, and whee! Nice little launcher. If you don't have one, it's really good for taking off an Electra. Kat has built her store. I am not going to show it more than what I just did. We got a pop-up shop over here selling slime, cobblestone, and I don't understand why cobble, but I'm certain there are some people that would want to buy it. Again, people are lazy. And I don't say that in a mean way. It just kind of is the way it is. And we've got axolotls, which Marching is selling. She's managed to get all of them, including the blue ones. Yes, these are the blue axolotls. She's got a mod that lets her see what is what, so she can identify. I don't think any have sold. Not yet. We are going to do a thing, probably on stream, where we're going to go. Well, it'll be a stream or a video. We may double up and do a double stream on this. And we're going to go to an ocean monument and take a whole bunch of axolotls with us. And just, it's an untouched monument. So we're going to go in. We're going to break in. We're going to release the axolotls to help us. And we're just going to attack guardians. We're going to have fun. Like I said, I'll probably record for it if we're not streaming. If we are streaming, yeah. I do want from that. So we've got pop up there, and there. So how about we come over here and let's build the moss store backed up by these cherry trees. We could build it down there. We can extend the road out and we'll do that. So yeah, I'm going to collect the supplies, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Lightning mode, activate. And done. Just like that, we got a nice little mall shop. Now, I was debating on which way I wanted to do this. I decided to just go with the let's make a pond, make half of it like it's in a pale oak, and the other half like it's, the upper part of a lush cave. I'm not quite done decorating yet, but I think we're going to call it for today. Because I need to get some glowberries, which I don't, we might have a few, but I don't know what we got. I want to hang them on both sides, right? Get those going on. I need to get a couple of signs and probably hang them up, put them there. I thought about a pergola and then I put in the trees and I was like, nah. As you can see, I bone meal stuff on the bottom to get it to grow. The places I put the kelp will grow up, so that's going to be kind of cool. I don't think they'll get much more taller than that, though. It'd be nice if kelp kind of came up to the top like those bushy things there do. But this will be the pale moss side. Basically, I've got it set up so pale moss blocks. We'll put carpets in one. And well, on this one, it'll be blocks, carpets, and that'll be it. And I'll figure out my prices. This side, it's going to be blocks, but one will be carpets, and the other one will be these azalea bushes for anybody that wants to grow the trees. Or, to harvest the leaves, basically. I mean, I could go the route of just selling the leaves, but I think I'll just sell the bushes and let people do their own thing. It is getting dark. So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to, let me take my hat off because, that's better. All right. So, I am hoping you guys stayed throughout the video. I hope you enjoyed all 3 time lapses and all 3 builds. I mean, it took a while. Like I said last time, I wanted to try a new style. I wanted to, build and record. And that's what I did. I didn't necessarily, that's in my mouth. Oh, that's better. I didn't necessarily build them in the order you saw them. I'll let you figure it out. But no, I hope you enjoyed it. I got all 3 builds done. I feel satisfied. I have no idea what we're going to do next time. We don't plan. We just do. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay with me for the ride. It's going to be a lot of fun as we go on. This has been episode 3, Crystal Point Guild Season 4, and I will see you guys next time.